The good, the bad, and the gossip with John, Jay, and Rich.
All right. Now, GBG, I hope there's some stuff about scandal on ABC Thursday nights.
Unfortunately, there isn't, but there is some scandal, if you will. And we'll start with Drew Barrymore and her major family drama. In the latest issue of Marie Claire magazine, Drew Barrymore admits that she has banished her mother. She has given her mother the silent treatment.
Jade? Is her mother Jade Barrymore?
Sure.
She posed naked in Playboy.
Oh, did she?
She did?
Oh,
Like recently?
scandalous.
No, like 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Well, she was asked about her relationship with her mother, and Drew's response was, my relationship with my mom is so complicated. I've always been empathetic towards her, even more so now that I have a kid, but we can't really be in each other's lives at this point. So they have some major drama.
That's been on. She's had problems with her mom her whole life.
Yeah, but she says her in-laws are like the solid family she never had. So it's kind of an even more of a dig.
You know that she's like famous from like Hollywood royalty. Like her great grandfather was a famous legendary actor, John Barrymore.
I know she had deep history, but I couldn't name the names like you can, John Jay. So it's good we have you here for that.
That's all I got.
Now, before the holiday break, there was this big scandal with Phil Robertson of Duck Dynasty. Remember? He was banished from the show for condemning the gay lifestyle. Now, the show has forgiven him and said, since the whole family was like, well, if he's not part of it, we're not part of it. Now, Phil Robertson, even though A&E has forgiven him, has not really forgiven the network for suspending him, is planning big revenge. Supposedly, Phil plans to form his very own TV production company and take his whole family and the show with him, and the hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising and merchandising dollars.
I knew they would talk about that. I even said that. You're like, no, it's impossible. They got contracts. So he probably doesn't know that they have contracts.
Well, they did sign contracts back in August for about $200,000 per episode, which is said to bind the Robertsons for several more seasons of the show. But with the right legal team and a loophole here or there, that could be changed very quickly. So just so you know, they're looking into it. Now, this is kind of random. Transformers director Michael Bay had a little onstage meltdown. He was at the Consumer Electronics Show press event for Samsung, and he was being asked some questions about his movies that he makes. Are so action-packed. And I guess his answers were all in the teleprompter. But when the teleprompter sort of got all jacked up, he did not know what to do with himself. So they asked him, like, you know, your movies are always so action-packed and blah, 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 blah. And here's what happened.
I create visual worlds that are so beyond everyone's normal life experiences. And Hollywood is a place that creates a viewer escape. And what I try to do is, as a director, I try to... the type is all off, sorry, but I'll just wing this.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah, we'll wing it right now. I try to take people on an emotional ride, and excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
Just
let's
lives.
thank Michael Bay for joining us.
Just walks off stage in the middle of a
So
sentence.
he's got. So I get the impression he's doing like a PowerPoint.
He's
and
there
it's not
to talk
working.
about their new curved 105-inch TV or something like that, but he didn't get to talk about it because he left before he got the chance because the teleprompter
But it
was all
sounds
jacked
like
up.
he's trying to show something. So was the teleprompter screwed up, or it sounds like he's
No.
trying to show something and it's not working? He gets frustrated.
I think the teleprompter went out with his answers on it is what you're hearing, because the TV in the background is just showing, think about Transformers and, pirate stuff like playing in the background, movies he's had something to do with. And because he loses the teleprompter, the guy who's asking him questions is trying to help him along.
Totally. He's like, just wing it. Okay, here's another question. Maybe you just can answer this one off the top of your head.
Do you think having a
No.
big TV would be neat to watch your movies on, and the guy can't hang? He flips out.
Then if that's the case, and it sounds like he was probably paid to be there and probably has to talk about the product and doesn't know anything about the product, so they had it written out for him.
In Michael Bay's defense, he was humble enough to apologize and explain what went wrong. He wrote on his website, "Wow, I just embarrassed myself at CES. I was about to speak about this awesome TV for Samsung, and I rarely lend my name to products, but this is just what is awesome. I got so excited to talk, I skipped over. The prompter went up and down, and then I walked off, and I didn't know what to do. I guess live shows aren't my thing."
He lent his name to product, so that's probably what it was. They were going to talk about the Nimbus 2000, and he doesn't know anything about the Nimbus 2000. That's why he was reading the teleprompter,
Nimbus.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But at that point, they were just asking him about his movies. So
How many times have we been on stage and just wanted to run off the stage as quickly as possible?
Every time I've
did.
ever
I
been
mean,
on stage.
the poor guy, and at least he was able to just apologize and say, "Look, man, I freaked out. That's the bottom line. That's what it was."
Sounds
So,
like it.
Poor guy.
He did the, excuse me, I'll be right back.
Sorry, I gotta go.
He never came back.
On our website right now, johnjandrich.com, if you go there, type in the keyword GBG, you can see the video of that happening. And the 12-year-old sensational rapper that Jay-Z invited on stage with him the other night, he's pretty dang good. See the videos for yourself, johnjandrich.com, keyword GBG.